Hello, welcome to Unit 3, Diversity. I hope that you will find this unit engaging and thought-provoking as you read the chapter and do some of the activities associated with this unit. When you go to Lessons and Modules, you will see Unit 3, Diversity, and I'm just going to give you a quick little tutorial through the unit and what some of the expectations are and what I'm looking for. And hopefully this will help you understand better so that you don't get confused, because I have noticed there has been some confusion, and it's difficult with an online course to know exactly what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do it. So I'm hoping I will get some feedback from you telling me whether this is helpful or not. And if it is, then I will continue to do it. This unit runs from today until next Monday, September 26th. All assignments are due by 11:59. I do not take late assignments, so please do make sure that you get them in on time. Here are the activities for this lesson. So what I would like you first to do prior to reading chapter 3 or viewing the PowerPoint, I would like you to go to the discussion forum and define diversity. And I'm going to do that for you so you can see. And you'll notice Unit 3, Diversity. What is diversity is the thread. And I would just like you to define diversity. What is it in your own words, and why is it an important aspect of education? What do you know about diversity? And so let's start there, and when you're done reading the chapter, I would like you to come back in, and as you're replying to other people, I would like to tell us how your opinion changed and how your thought process changed, if there was any change. So that is the diversity thread. Now I'm going to go back to our unit. So you then read chapter 3 in the textbook, and you'll go through the PowerPoint on chapter 3, and that is located down here. Then take the quiz on chapter 3, and the quiz is just like the other two that you took. So you have 20 minutes to complete it, and it's just over the chapter, and that's just to make sure that everyone's done the reading and that you have a good understanding of what the chapter was about. Because if you get something wrong and I see it as a whole group that everyone's getting it wrong, then I know there's something that we need to discuss in more detail. Then there are two sites that I would like you to sign up for. Actually, one site. This site I would just like you to read the interview with author Helen Thorpe. It's a book called Just Like Us, The True Story of 4 Mexican Girls Coming of Age in America. Here's the link, and I've actually got it open. And it's Understanding Cultural Diversity. Now this is free, so if you would like to get the book and read it and be involved in this book club with other teachers from around the country, you're more than welcome to do that. But for this course, I would simply like you to read what she has to say about diversity. So, and it's not very long, but you can go through and you can look at some other books down here that show diversity. So that is the one site, and actually the site that I'm going to have you subscribe to or review is part of this site. And I'll go back here. It's the edweek.org. I subscribe to this, and in my mailbox every week I get a little update. It's a nice little area. There is a paid version, but I only sign up for the free part. But there are different, here this one has registrations required, but it is free. There's different articles, there's blogs, there's teacher magazines. Then there's the teacher link, and you can just skip that ad. And here's the teacher corner. So there's different articles written by teachers and just different things that you might enjoy looking through as you're starting to become a professional. There is a research center that you can look at research reports that are coming around and about. a digital directions, which is part of the excuse me, part of the technology movement. So there's a lot of different things in here. Here's some top school jobs that you may be interested in taking part in. So that is something that I would like you to research, and you might be able to find your article review that's due in the next section on September 1st by 11:50 p.m. There is an example, and I'm going to go down to the example. Here's the example and the instructions, and this is actually where you will submit it. So there's the example and the instructions. This article review should be an extension to your reading for cultural diversity. When you complete the review, make sure you check it for grammatical and mechanical errors. I do take 1 point off for each error I find. And that's just because as a teacher, you're a professional. And you do not want to be sending home anything with spelling errors or mechanical errors on it when you are trying to portray that you are a professional teacher, and parents do not look kindly on it. So please make sure you check, and now is just a good time to get into that habit. I also do require that anything you do is APA style. So I will put a couple of links down here to help you with citing APA style and doing some resources if you need. So your article guidelines, 1 to 2 pages, please no more than 2 pages, just 1 to 2 pages. Remember, this is just a review. If you cite something, make sure it's in quotation marks. Here's an example of a guideline, but I am going to show you an example. So here is the citation, and it is APA style. And here's a description of the article, and that is kept very short. It's just a summary, okay, of what the article was about, without kind of a summary but a shortened summary, I guess is the best way to explain it. If someone can come up with a better way for me, please do tell me. Then you have your full summary of the article. And you're just talking about anytime you quote, make sure you're citing your source. And this should give you an example of how to do that. And then at the end is the reflective notes. And here I would just like you to tell me how this article made you change or made you reflect or evaluate yourself as a teacher or a future teacher, a pre-service teacher, what you thought of the article. Did you like it? You know, here in this one I say, well, I don't believe that authentic assessment can ultimately replace testing assessment. I do believe, you know, and I talk about what I do believe in it. So, you know, really thinking about yourself as an educator and what your thoughts are. And then the summary is right here. So, or the summary, I'm sorry, the example. And you can just fill in. And then you're going to save it, and you're going to upload it in Blackboard. So you just click on the article review, and you will have an opportunity here to leave me a note if you would like, and browse my computer and attach the file. And I would like both the file for the article and your summary. So if you can upload me the file or send me the link, either one. But I would like both. So if you can do that, that would be wonderful. The other thing is, if you're looking for an article and you're unsure, if you go to, and I'm actually going to go home, if you go to Valley City State University, you can see there is a resource here for distance students. And it will take you through how to connect through a distance. There is also a chat, so if you have a question or you get stuck and it's during the hours for the library, you can, and they're online, you can ask them a question or give them a call, and they'll be more than willing to help you figure out how to find a journal or an article. And here are the 2 journals and articles sites for you to use. The other thing I did say I would show you was how to help you cite. And this is what I use, bibme.org, and I'll put a link on Blackboard for it, and a journal. And you can simply find a journal by typing it in or do the manual entry, and a lot of times I have to do the manual entry. So it tells you exactly what to put, add to my annotation, and it's not going to let me. I'm going to try just typing in some different things. And add to my annotations, and you can see it's here. Right now it's in MLA format. I need to change it. By default it goes to MLA, but it's free, so hey. So now it's APA, and then I can just copy it and paste it. And this is what I use. So I mean, feel free, if you have something better that you use, please use that. The other site is, I believe, owl.org, but I'm not positive. I think it's Owl of Purdue. I'll do a search for it here. Here it is. And I'll also put this link. This is APA. So it's the OnWriting, and this is a very helpful site. Well, I hope that I have helped you understand what is involved in this unit. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me, because I am available, and that's my job, is to be here for you and to help guide you through your learning as you become a teacher. Oh, I did forget one thing. On the discussion board, you will notice the practicum. Each week, I am asking you in your practicum to focus on something in the classroom, observe something, and then talk about it. So this first week is, I want you to describe the classroom setting. How are the seats arranged? What does the classroom look like? What behaviors do you notice? Etc., etc. And then I did put the second week up just mainly because some of you have a little bit different schedule than what we started out with. So you might need to look at a couple of things during the week. So here is a second one, and you can switch them around as you see fit, or you can do both of them in 1 week. It's, that's up to you. And I'll put up 2 weeks each time just for those students, but you're only required to do week 1 if you're doing the 4 hours a week in your classroom. All right, well, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.